Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ben, aka DJ Bazooka, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing to this channel. As you can tell from the title of this video, I wanted to share what I know and how you can navigate through the nightlife industry in your area to get your first residency at your local club or bar. So we're basically assuming that you've been DJing for a couple years now, so you understand the concept of an opening set, playing at peak hour, and closing your set. With that, you also have a website, you're up to date on all your social media, and you somewhat have, like, I guess, a fan base or an audience that kind of supports what you do within DJing and I guess music overall. But now you're basically wanting to have a place that you can play weekly, monthly, or whatever the case may be, that you can do or that you're willing to do. And in this video, I really want to share some of the strategies and tips that I have in navigating through this industry. All right, so the first thing that I want to talk about is networking. And I guess to some of us or some of you, this might be a little cliche because you hear it a lot on social media these days where it's like network this, network that, you got to do this and that. But it is very much true in this industry. You do want to network and get to know the people that are the moving pieces to the establishment that you're going to be working in. So that means maybe getting to know their current DJ, getting to know the staff members like the bar backs, bartenders, promoters, the bottle service people, like anybody that is basically helping bring in cash to this business. And when you're getting to know these people, I would also kind of add in maybe not talk so much about yourself at this point and really kind of understand them and what they like, what they do outside of work. It's more so that you're not going in with the mindset of like, hey, listen to me, I'm a DJ and I want to work here and let me show you all things I can do. Like, they probably get a ton of those people anyways, and if you're more authentic and genuine about your relationship with these people, it's going to go a long way. And let me tell you, I know that from experience. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about, I guess, is more so a strategy on how to make money when you're not DJing, but also be in the same industry, is offering other services that you already do. For example, I do event photography for my local government here, and that can be easily transitioned into like the bar industry or the nightlife industry. So having something that you already do where you can kind of leverage and offer as a service, if there's any opportunities within that establishment, could be a way in to build those relationships as well. So maybe you do graphic design or maybe marketing, advertising, and you see an opportunity within their social media that is lacking. Like maybe they don't have high quality photos or videos. Well, that's your opportunity to kind of pitch an idea to help them make some money, right? Or maybe get better branding or whatever it is. So just kind of think creatively. I'm sure there's something that you do currently that could be useful to an establishment. So dig deep and kind of go from there. Now, I do want to take a couple steps back in what a residency is. It doesn't mean that you're playing every week, every month. It could mean that you're playing once a quarter, you know. It just kind of depends on the manager, the promoter, and also the owner and how they kind of want to run that part of the business. But that is going to be always something that will be discussed between you and whoever does the booking for that venue or club. So really understand that residency means that could mean a lot of different things. My first residency at a club was 6 days a week. I was playing every day except for Sunday, and that was my only night off essentially. But I could come in if I wanted to, but that was just the one day that they're like, look, we don't need you for 7 days. That's just kind of crazy. I thought 6 days was crazy, but whatever. I was young and, you know, I wanted to really DJ for people, and I took the opportunity to do that. And, you know, there's times where I've had maybe like 2 to 3 nights at a couple different spots a week, but it kind of just depends. So but yeah, residency can mean a lot of different things. So don't, I guess, get it mistaken where you're playing every week. It can mean that you're playing once a month. All right. So for my next strategy that I wanted to share with you guys is creating your own night. And that can mean like curating a certain vibe, a certain playlist, a certain type of music, maybe a theme night, like a Drake night or something like that. This is very helpful in the sense of like, maybe on one of these days that on one of the days where the club is open, it's like their slower night and they just don't get much business and they just maybe out of ideas, and you come in with this awesome idea of hosting like a theme party, maybe it's K-pop night or something like that, and then you get a whole bunch of different people that normally wouldn't go to this spot because they don't play that type of music, but hey, now there's a night for that, and it happens to be on a Wednesday night, it's K-pop night, and now it's something that is a regular thing, and now you're the resident DJ for that. I will say it's a lot of planning, a lot of logistical work that you have to work out. It's almost something that if you've never done this before, it's a lot of trial and error. What I recommend is to maybe do it once a month. That way you can build, momentum, you can build the energy, and just kind of have it almost, people are anticipating it for it to happen. If you have it as a weekly night and you're someone that's new to like planning and hosting these type of things, not that it will get boring, but it gets kind of old real quick. If you have it once a month, then they have something to look forward to. But if there's like a really big demand, and maybe you can start doing, twice a month. So again, this is another strategy to help you get into an establishment and be the resident DJ. And if you do really well on this Wednesday night, there's no reason why they wouldn't consider you for like a Friday or Saturday night when it's guaranteed to be busy. That's a good time to kind of showcase your skills, what you're able to do, the audience that you're able to bring in, what's that like, and whatever that comes with as well. And whatever idea that you're pitching, make sure it aligns with the vision of the club owner or the promoter or the manager. You want to make sure whatever you're pitching makes sense and it's going to be a good thing for them to host. For example, if it's a Latin club, I probably wouldn't pitch like a K-pop night or something. It just wouldn't make sense, right? So obviously whatever you do, make sure it makes sense for the venue, the vision of the venue, and kind of what they do. Now, if it's a place that's a little bit more open and they're willing to experience, I guess, put on different experience for different types of people or whatever, then sure. But again, the more aligned your idea is with the vision of the owner, the more successful you be. And again, this is within my experience. So the next thing that I want to talk about is opening up for other DJs. And this could mean that you might be that person for the opener for that venue or that club, that bar. So the way that I would go about this is be very careful when you're having that conversation with a DJ that's currently doing whatever night that you're opening for. I guess you don't want to step on any toes, and you don't want to make it feel like you're trying to take their spot, because they kind of paid their dues, they did what they had to do to earn that spot. And if you're coming in hot and you're like, hey, check me out, I'm trying to do this, do that, I would say maybe tone it down a little bit and just kind of know your role, know your place, and just kind of understand that you're the opener. You have a very important role, don't get me wrong here, but at the same time, you don't want to step on any toes, because it goes back to, again, networking, relationship building, and if you do it the right way, it's gonna go a long way. What I will say though is, leading up to the step where you're actually, asking if you can be the opener, or you're, maybe you've been offered, is before all that happens, you should definitely have checked out that DJ, really understand kind of what their whole vibe is, the type of music that they play, how they handle a crowd, what they do in their sets, so that you can kind of stay away from what they do. That is just my opinion, and still play good music, but you're not pushing out all the bangers within your first 30 to 40 minutes that you're playing, or even the first hour. So respect that the person that's coming on after you is hey, they are the one that is gonna basically bring the party up, you're basically setting the tone. So again, it goes back to the first thing that I talked about. You've probably been doing this for a few years. You understand what an opening set is, peak hour, a closing set, and basically everything in between. And the last tip that I have for you for this video would be going out on industry nights. So in almost every city, I'd say there's probably a bar or multiple bars or clubs where they have like an industry night to kind of help cater to the nightlife employees. So, you know, bartenders, bar backs, DJs, whoever. It's a great place to meet other people, other individuals that are in this scene as well. That way you can network, build better relationships, and just kind of get to know people that are working in different types of venues and clubs and bars. So this is all the tips that I have for this video. I definitely could share more. Let me know if you maybe want like a part 2, or if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And also let me know if, you know, where you're at in your DJ career. Like, you know, maybe it's your first day that you're starting out. Maybe you just landed your first resident spot. So congrats to that. But yeah, I'd love to know. And, you know, hopefully, you know, we can build this journey together, and I can help you out. You guys can help me out. And yeah, so hopefully this all helps. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, you know the deal, you know YouTube. But yeah, peace.